Hi, I'm Dawn, and this is where Shabby meets Bling. Today, I'm in my dining room because I'm going to address one of my two pet peeves when it comes to design and decor. The one that's really bothering me right now in my dining room are the outlets. I love a lot of outlets. Anybody that decorates wants to plug in a light anytime they want for Christmas and whatever holiday you're decorating for. So you need those outlets. But the covers, plastic builder grade covers are pretty much what you get. And unless you go online and search, the ones that look more custom, you're gonna pay so much, or you have to make them yourself. So I am choosing to, instead of going with this and instead of going with an outrageous one that you're gonna purchase online, which once again, I've looked and it's really hard to find to match your decor. I mean, you can settle, but I'm not gonna settle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a very simple, inexpensive wood outlet cover and tailor it custom just to my very own dining room. So let's get started.
My intent is to coordinate with my chandelier, which you can see if you look where the arms are attached. There is a design. It's a diamond shaped design that kind of reminds you of a pineapple. Then I'm also going to try to coordinate with my dining room table, which also has a very similar pattern. It's more of a diamond shape, but also looks like a pineapple. So beginning, I'm going to draw out my design. And I'm just using a ruler and a pencil. And since a lot of well, I shouldn't say a lot, I shouldn't say that. 2 pieces of furniture in my dining room have kind of a bamboo design on them. I am going to create bamboo along the exterior, both sides, and then in the middle is where I'm going to add that pineapple design. I'm going to be using my wood burning kit, and I'm only using 2 different tips. One kind of looks like a little sharp petal with a curved end, and the other, which is what I'm using first here, to create the diamond shape of that pineapple design. And you have to push pretty hard, because what you want is you want to be able to leave an indentation. We're looking for, relief here. And now I'm working on the bamboo part here, and I'm still using that same tool, that little pointy leaf shape. And you need to be patient. It's not hard, it's easy, but it just takes some time. Now here's my other wood burning tool, and it's basically just a line. Well, I say it almost reminds me of a calligraphy pen. And I'm just pushing straight down. And I'm basically making like a little plus sign inside my little diamond shapes. And once again, this needs to be deeper than the actual diamond shape, because you want even a deeper relief. You can see the depth here that I've achieved. And this one's done. Pineapple and bamboo. Let's paint. This is old paint, you guys. This is paint it's metallic, which is amazing. And you have to, if you use it like on a ceiling or on a wall, you have to use a special roller to get it to look like metallic. But this is old paint. I've had to add water to it. This is from my den. And I'm not joking. This is like 20-year-old paint. Thanks, Ralph Lauren. You hold up well. So here we go. Let's give it a first coat of gold paint. As you can see, I'm I'm not the neatest of painters. I am when it comes to walls. I'm really, really good when it comes to painting a wall around trim. But when it comes to stuff like this, I just slather it on. And I'm just smoothing it out to make sure I got it into all the little nooks and crannies. You can already see how different it looks. It's quite something. And once again, this is a first coat. So now we just need to sit it down and walk away. This is what happens. You set stuff down and walk away, and look who takes your workspace. Shoe blue, shoe. So here you can see the difference. This is 2 coats versus the original plate we started with. And now we go on to the off-white, the antiquing part of it. And I am just very, very lightly brushing. I don't want to get into the cracks where all of my gold is, because I need that to show through. I always keep a wet rag around when I'm painting, because you never know when you're going to have to wipe paint off of someplace you didn't intend it to be. And I'm just going to continue to paint until I get the entire plate covered where I want it to be with the antique white one time, and then we'll see where we end up. When trying to avoid relief, I just simply turn my brush on its side. So here's my second coat, and once it dries, this is probably all I'm gonna need.
After really not a lot of work or effort and minimal of tools and supplies, we went from this very unattractive plastic outlet cover
to a rustic, glamorous French country outlet cover. There's a nice close-up. And let's put it on the wall. There she is. Totally gorgeous. Here are some of the others that I created for this room. Many outlets, you guys. Always necessary. And if you remember the chandelier, I think we matched quite nicely, don't you? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications of all of our upcoming videos. For this time, this is Dawn with Shabby Meets Bling. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.